Hello, good afternoon. Here we are on the 29th of May 2024 up in Corvo and Penela. Just had a look at the wonderful view up here, and we'll be having a look at this T3 stone built renovated property now. Down here to the left hand side we can see it has a water meter, and to the front the electric meter has already been installed on the outside. The property was renovated around 10 years ago, but it was built possibly in the 1950s. If we head out down here, down the road slightly, the cobblestone ends and it becomes a dirt track, so it is the last house in the village. Here we have a garden to the side where the septic tank is located. The property has two loquat trees growing, or the land has two loquat trees growing on it, and an olive tree in the corner over there as well. So the land to the side, which could be the garden, also houses the septic tank, which is roughly in the middle where the grass is slightly lower. It has a tap on the outside for irrigation just on the back wall there, and also access for a car at the end if you were to park on the land. There is also a garage in the courtyard, which we will see shortly. So heading back up the lane towards the house. The house has mains electric and mains water, but it is on the septic tank, as I've just mentioned. This area has not yet had an upgrade for the sewage, but it's a soakaway system, so it shouldn't create much problems. Going through the large gate to the courtyard, we have a private walled courtyard area with the house to the right and a small annex with a kitchen to the left. If we carry on down the courtyard, to our right here we have the gas cupboard and a small storage room for wood, or anything in this case, but the gentleman who owns it said he used it for wood originally. And straight on we have the garage, which is a quite large, ample space, possibly 5 by 4, so around 20 square meters. Stone walls, sorry, and a cement placca on the ceiling, which is also a flat terrace at the top. The electrics were all done, as well as the plumbing, around 10 years ago, so each individual section of the property has a partial electric box, which I would show you if I can get my hand in there. There you go. There is also space or connections for the telephone line in every division, so this section could be converted into more livable space, possibly even a small studio, as the plumbing for the bathroom is all, or the plumbing for the septic tank is all at the back wall there. You could integrate a bathroom in here. Back onto the terrace and across the way we have the house for the kitchen, the exterior kitchen, or the traditional kitchen, with its grill and bread oven on the right hand side for the making of chamfana or broa. It also has a hot and cold water tap to the left, which is also plumbed in to the drains outside. The ceiling here was also renovated around 10 years ago, so it has cement beams and rafters, and then another partial electric box for this section here as well. So heading back out, or just before, I will mention that this window here is only single glazed aluminium construction, but the rest of the property is double glazing aluminium windows and doors with fly nets and also shutters on the inside. A few vines growing up the side. The gentleman had mentioned, or the owner had mentioned, that he also had produced wine from these vines, but they obviously need trimming and treating. There's almost a whole science to it. So heading in through the front door here, which as mentioned before is double glazing aluminium and has a shutter on the inside, we enter into the living room with some nice exposed stone on the walls, which has all been re-rendered and pointed. The property has pre-installation for central heating, but there is no central heating currently, or there is no boiler currently connected. This is the only radiator attached to the system currently. In the corner over here to the left, there is a wood burner, which might need replacing at the moment, but there is a chimney which can be reused, and a window out into the courtyard over there. Heading back to the right, we have a door here which leads us through to the kitchen area and the downstairs bathroom. So once again, some lovely exposed stone on the back wall here and in the corner. And as I pan round to the left, you can see the kitchen. Could do with some more pleasing lighting, but it is what it currently is. So it has a gas hob and cooker, dishwasher, and space for the fridge. And in the corner over here, we have the downstairs bathroom with toilet, wash and basin, and shower. In the corner, we also have all the shut-off valves for both the kitchen and the toilet, if any renovation works needs to be undertaken, and a towel dryer in the corner, which I do believe is also connected to the central heating system, which currently, as mentioned before, doesn't have a boiler. So panning back round to the left and heading back into the kitchen, we'll have a quick pan round to the right. It's a rather spacious area. It could quite easily accommodate a table and chairs and be used as a dining room as well. And there is also space for a pantry or storage room under the stairs that lead upstairs. So, heading back now, just go to the left here and show that there is also nice views out onto the land outside. I don't think you can focus because of the fly net. Heading back round to the right. This is an electric radiator. This isn't part of it, part of the central heating system, although it has been attached to the wall in front of where there is pre-installation of the pipes for the central heating system. Once again, partial electric boxes everywhere. The property is rather modern, 10 years. Up here in the mountains is quite new. So, nice solid staircase going upstairs. Could do with a lick of paint here or there, but the property is currently uninhabited. So as we reach the top of the stairs and head to the right, we have the first bedroom. The gentleman had mentioned that both the ceiling above the wood and the floor beneath the wood are a block and beam, so cement, and then they've covered it over with wood to make it a bit more homely. Window out the front, the cobblestone street, not much traffic, but it can take you down to Penela or in the direction of the River Beach, Lusenia. So back to the corridor and to the right we have bedroom number 2. Also space for a double. Once again, wood on the floor and on the ceiling. Some slight damage over there in the corner. The owner had mentioned that they had to substitute some tiles after a storm, but that can always be checked first. And then once again, as in all the bedrooms, pre-installation for the central heating. Nice thick walls which also help with insulation, as the property is probably originally from the 50s. So all the exterior walls are stone, and it could be exposed to give it a bit more character as well, like they have done downstairs. So back to the corridor, and heading to the right. To our left, we have the bathroom upstairs. So toilet, bidet, bath, and towel heater. The towel heater, once again, is plumbed in to the central heating system, sorry. So head back out now and across the way into bedroom number 3. Slightly smaller than the others, as it has a recess into the bedroom here. So probably now a single. And this one has views out over the garden area, which we saw at the beginning of the video. Also, they've left a recess in the wall from where there was a window in times gone by. Adds a nice bit of character and maybe a place to store items. Now, heading back to the corridor and to the right, we head out onto the nice flat terrace. They really do take in the views of the Serra. You can also see into the courtyard here. Could possibly do with a railing. But as you can see as well, it's the very last house in the village. So it's got some nice privacy afforded to itself. Looking back at the property, there is a hatch into the roof space over there, which I've not been in personally. It's more for ventilation purposes than anything else. Or I suppose you could store things up there. You can just see over the top of the house the rest of the village up here. Also telephone pole to the left, and the pole which brings the electric into the property to the right there. I'll have another look around the view. Lots of peace and quiet up here. Yet we can still go down the mountain and be in Penela, in Espinhal in about 5 minutes, and Penela probably 10. Penela is the main town around here where you have all your shops and the local market. And this, I believe, is the chimney to their old boiler, which is currently no more. Let's head back over there. Have a quick look at the garden from above. If you would like to book a viewing, please enter into contact with us via our email, which you can find on our website, or calling us via the number +351 916 270 953. Thank you very much, and good afternoon.